solidarity, equality, and sustainability. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, President Nandi Ndaitwah, President of the Republic of Namibia. I now call upon His Excellency, Mr. Dick Schoof, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, to take the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And as Minister of Finance, I will speak on behalf of the Netherlands. And I think it's important to emphasize this since I still have to fly back home with my Prime Minister. First of all, let me say how much I appreciate your hosting this first G20 on the African continent. We know what a challenge it is to organize a major international conference, and this summit reflects the growing importance of your country and Africa as a whole on the global stage. And I think I can speak on behalf of everybody that you have been a fantastic host, so thank you for that. In the run-up to this summit, the Netherlands was pleased to work with you on key themes of your presidency: solidarity, equality, and sustainability. And as the world's 18th largest economy, we greatly appreciate the opportunity to be part of the G20 again this year. I would like to make some brief remarks on three topics that all feed into one another: economic growth, debt sustainability, and private capital mobilization. First, it's clear that we need economic growth in order to achieve inclusive and sustainable development. However, the most straightforward and direct way to unlock economic growth is to immediately end Russia's unjust and unprovoked war in Ukraine. Not only is it causing unbearable human suffering, it also continues to have significant negative global economic spillover effects. And it's the real reason scarce resources have to be invested in Ukraine. Only a just and lasting peace can put an end to all this and can guarantee the security of Ukraine and Europe. Second, on debt sustainability, it's a fact that high debt levels stand in the way of growth. Every dollar spent on interest cannot be spent on investing in a stronger economy. So that's why the Netherlands strongly supports the G20's work on debt sustainability. Specifically, we think it's important to continue working on transparency, because that transparency can help boost investors' confidence in borrowing countries, which in turn will stimulate financing for development. And third, we know there are insufficient public funds to tackle the enormous needs of developing countries. So therefore, we need private capital mobilization as well. So I applaud the finance track for the excellent job it has done this year, mapping out new ways to unlock institutional capital for investment in emerging markets. And this includes innovative approaches in the Netherlands to mobilize pension fund capital. It is important that the G20 continues this path. So my appeal, Mr. Chair, is for more international economic cooperation, more transparency, and more private funding, especially when they benefit the world's most vulnerable people. And we realize it's easier said than done. But if the G20 continues to show leadership in this endeavor, I assure you the Dutch government and the Dutch investors stand ready to work with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you indeed. And now I would like to call upon His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Norway, Mr. Jonas Støre, to take the floor.
Thank you very much. I'm his Chief of Staff and will speak on his behalf. Dear President Ramaphosa, it has been a privilege for Norway to be an invited country during South Africa's G20 presidency. And it's also an honor to attend this first G20 summit here in Africa, under the able leadership of you, President Ramaphosa. I commend South Africa for placing a special emphasis on the issue of inequality. And I thank Professor Stiglitz for providing important input to our discussion, including the crucial observation that inequality is not a given. Inequality is the result of policy choices. As such, it can be fought, including with a progressive taxation system, an effective welfare system covering everyone, and not least, measures that ensure equal opportunities for women and men. Norway invests in equality because it's the best